For over a decade, Savannah Guthrie has been a beloved figure, waking up America with her signature style and compelling journalism. As the co-anchor of The Today Show, she has faced tough interviews, shared her personal stories about motherhood, and handled public heartbreak, like her divorce, with grace. But what if I told you that beneath her polished, perfect image lies a secret life, one that has been carefully guarded for over 30 years? This isn't about tabloid scandals or affairs. It's something much deeper, a life she built outside the public eye, a shadow world that only a select few knew existed. This secret is now unraveling, and the revelations could change everything we thought we knew about her. As her mother, Nancy Guthrie, is missing for the 10th day, the truth is finally surfacing. The phone call that changed everything. It was a foggy morning on February 10th, 2026, when Savannah Guthrie's world started to fracture. She had been up before dawn, working tirelessly with the sheriff's office, the FBI, and her siblings on the case of her missing mother, Nancy Guthrie. The situation was dire, and after a long night with no new leads, Savannah was hoping for some positive news. But instead, a phone call came through that would shake her to the core. The voice on the other end of the line wasn't from a sheriff or an agent. It was from Elena, a name Savannah had not heard in public for decades. The call revealed unsettling details, specific events from Savannah's past that only someone from her secret life could know. The call wasn't just about Nancy's disappearance. It was about everything Savannah had hidden for years. Elena's return and the unraveling of a secret Savannah froze when she heard Elena's voice. And it wasn't just the urgency in Elena's tone that rattled her. It was the fact that this woman, a figure from Savannah's distant past, knew things no one else could have known. Elena's voice was calm, but pointed. "Savannah, it's Elena. We need to talk now about your mother and about everything you've kept hidden all these years." What followed was an exchange that cracked Savannah's composure for the first time in days. Elena had dropped knowledge about the 1990s, events in Tucson, and even a locket Savannah had given her. Elena revealed that the disappearance of Nancy wasn't random and was somehow connected to the past they shared. Savannah's world, built on a facade of perfection, began to crumble in an instant. Savannah's double life. Savannah Guthrie, born Savannah Clark in 1971, grew up in Tucson with a seemingly normal life. Her childhood was filled with love, but also strict expectations, especially from her mother, Nancy, who raised Savannah and her siblings after their father's early death. Nancy's love was fierce, but came with rigid rules: be strong, be independent, and always be perfect. For young Savannah, this meant excelling in everything: straight A's, debate championships, and a spot at the University of Arizona. But beneath the surface, Savannah felt a need for freedom, an identity that wasn't confined by her mother's expectations. That's when Elena entered her life, a 19-year-old artist and activist who ran a safe space for teens to explore their true selves away from judgment. The birth of Clark and a hidden world. In 1988, as a 16-year-old high school student, Savannah stumbled upon an underground youth group led by Elena. It was a place where kids could be themselves, free from the constraints of their conservative town. Elena was bold, unapologetically queer, and magnetic in a way that drew Savannah in immediately. What started as friendship soon deepened, and Savannah adopted an alter ego, Clark, her middle name. Clark became a freer, more rebellious version of herself, someone who attended protests, wrote poetry, and lived without the constant pressure of her mother's expectations. Over time, this hidden life became more than just teenage rebellion. It became Savannah's escape. She maintained this secret life even as she went to law school, started her journalism career, and began to climb the ranks of the public eye. Family confrontation and the weight of the truth. When Savannah finally revealed the truth to her siblings, Annie and Cameron, the room went silent. They had no idea. The weight of her confession, the fact that she had been living a double life for 30 years, was overwhelming. Savannah explained that Elena had been her escape from the overwhelming pressure of living up to Nancy's expectations. Elena had been the one person who allowed her to be messy, scared, and imperfect. But now, that secret life seemed to have come back to haunt them. The family confrontation was intense. Tears were shed, questions were asked, and accusations were thrown. Annie's first reaction was disbelief. How could Savannah have hidden this for so long? Cameron, too, struggled with the weight of the truth. Was Elena involved in Nancy's disappearance? Savannah denied it, assuring her siblings that Elena had nothing to do with it. But the emotional strain was clear. Elena's involvement and the FBI's investigation. The revelation of Savannah's double life added a new layer to the investigation. The FBI had already been involved in Nancy's disappearance, but now Elena's name was brought into the equation. Her role in the past seemed more significant than anyone had initially realized. As the family pieced together the details, it became clear that the roots of Nancy's disappearance might be tied to a protest event from years ago, one where a man had threatened violence. Savannah admitted that she had been deeply involved in these protests, with Elena by her side, living a life far removed from the expectations of her mother. Now, Elena was being questioned by the FBI, but her account of the events matched Savannah's. She had no involvement in the disappearance, only concern. Savannah faces the consequences of a lifetime of secrets. As the days wore on, Savannah's secret life was exposed more fully. Elena's call had forced her to confront how the decisions she made years ago had led to this moment. What had started as an escape from Nancy's rigid love had now become a significant factor in Nancy's disappearance. For the first time in 30 years, Savannah felt the weight of her double life fully. She had kept it hidden for so long, avoiding the truth, compartmentalizing her public and private selves. But now, the consequences of that secrecy were becoming painfully clear. Her family, her career, and even her mother's safety were all connected to this hidden world, and Savannah had to face the reality that it might have been her past that put everything in jeopardy. A new reality for the Guthrie family. As Savannah sat in the rented house with her siblings, the reality of her situation began to sink in. The mask she had worn for so many years was finally off. The truth about her double life was out, and she could no longer hide from it. Elena had forced her to confront the past she had worked so hard to bury. But now, as Savannah faced the aftermath of these revelations, she was left wondering if it was all worth it. Would her mother survive this truth? Would Nancy ever forgive her for hiding so much for so long? As the investigation continued and new leads came in, Savannah was left to grapple with the consequences of a life built on secrets and what that would mean for her future, her family, and her relationship with the woman who had raised her.